Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Coin Purchaser Unveiled. If you're a coin collector, history lover, or someone who dreams of finding a hidden fortune in your pocket change, then you're in the right place. Because today, we are about to uncover a story that will blow your mind. The untold saga of the €1 2002 our United States of America coin, a tiny piece of metal that has a massive tale behind it, and an astonishing market value of $1.6 million today. Imagine this, a coin worth just 1 cent when it was minted, now commanding a price tag that could buy you a luxury car, pay off your house mortgage, or even change your life forever. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit tight, and let's dive deep into the journey of this humble yet mighty €1 2002 our coin. Let's rewind to the year 2002. This year marks a pivotal moment in Europe's financial history, the official introduction of euro coins and banknotes. But wait, how did a euro coin end up being connected to the United States of America? That's the fascinating twist. When the euro currency was officially launched on January 1, 2002, 12 European countries transitioned from their national currencies to the unified euro. Millions of coins were minted in various European countries. The €1 coin, the smallest denomination in this series, symbolizes the new beginning for Europe's economic integration. Now, what makes the €1 2002 are so unique? The mint mark represents the city of Rome, Italy, the Istituto Poligrafico e Zecca dello Stato, the official Italian mint, which is renowned for its centuries-old tradition of striking coins with immaculate precision. But here's the kicker. A small batch of these coins mysteriously found their way into the United States during an experimental transatlantic trade exhibition in 2002. A special collaboration between European mints and American numismatic societies aimed to showcase the new euro currency at coin fairs and exhibitions across major U.S. cities like New York, Boston, and Chicago. Some of these coins were gifted to VIP visitors, diplomats, and collectors. Others entered circulation by accident, mixing with regular pocket change. It's believed that only a few thousand of these coins actually ended up on American soil, and even fewer survived in pristine condition. What makes this coin stand out to collectors isn't just the transatlantic mix-up. The €1 2002 carries subtle variations in its design. If you look closely, you'll notice the beautiful oak twig on the reverse side, symbolizing strength and unity, a nod to Europe's unity under a single currency. Some of these coins have striking die variations, tiny minting flaws, double strikes, or slightly off-center stamps that make them exceptionally rare in the eyes of expert collectors. And when rarity meets demand, magic happens in the world of numismatics. When the €1 2002 was minted, it was meant for daily transactions, parking meters, candy bars, or loose change at the corner store. In Europe, millions of these coins circulated freely, jingling in pockets and purses, often overlooked and underestimated. However, the ones that made their way to the United States had a different fate. They were never officially recognized as legal tender in America, so they rarely appeared in cash registers. Instead, they quietly passed from hand to hand, slipped into coin jars, or were tucked away in souvenir drawers by curious travelers who wondered why they had a tiny European coin in their American pocket change. Over the years, these coins grew more and more elusive. As European economies matured and digital payments rose, many people cashed in their euro coins during trips or exchanges, making these 2002 coins even rarer on American soil. Today, finding one in circulation is like stumbling upon a hidden treasure. And now comes the moment you've been waiting for, the big reveal. Because of its unique backstory, limited accidental circulation in the United States, and the fascination of collectors worldwide, the €1 2002 United States of America coin has seen its value skyrocket. In 2025, collectors have been known to pay astonishing sums to own a flawless specimen of this coin, especially one with visible die variations or a proof-like condition. In a recent private auction, a verified mid-condition piece fetched an unbelievable $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.6 million for a coin that originally held a face value of just 1 cent. For collectors, the story, rarity, and intrigue transform this copper-plated steel disc into a priceless artifact. So, how can you check if you're sitting on a hidden fortune? Inspect any odd coins in your piggy bank or coin jars. Look for the date 2002 and our mint mark, usually just below the oak twig design. Use a magnifier to check for unusual minting errors. If you find one, do not attempt to clean it. Store it safely and consult a professional coin dealer or auction house for an expert appraisal. Who knows? You could be the next lucky owner of $1 million cent. Coins like this remind us that sometimes the greatest treasures come in the smallest packages. From an overlooked piece of loose change to $1 million rarity, the story of the €1 cent 2002 our United States of America coin proves that history, mystery, and value can be hidden right under our noses. So, check your change, check your drawers, and keep dreaming big. Because tomorrow, you might just be holding your own piece of forgotten fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that like button, subscribe to Coin Treasures Unveiled, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a story that could change your life. Today we dive into the fascinating story of one of Europe's most humble yet intriguing coins, the 2004 €1 cent with mint mark F. You might think a 1 cent coin is tiny and insignificant, just copper or copper-plated steel, worth almost nothing, but this little coin has hidden depth, minting history, design secrets, circulation challenges, rarity in certain conditions, and a small but real collector's premium. Join me on this journey. By the end, you'll see why even a 1 cent piece can tell a big story. First, let's set the stage. The euro currency was introduced in 2002 in many European Union member states. Among the coins minted were several small denominations, 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, etc. The 1 cent coin is the lowest value coin in that series, and many people hardly notice it in their wallet. Each euro coin has 2 faces, a common side and a national side unique to the issuing country. The 2004 1 cent coins were struck in various Eurozone countries under that system, each bearing the national design and a mint mark indicating where they were produced. So, what does the F mean? In the world of Euro mint marks, F is the mint letter for France. But be careful, some coins in France or coins produced for France in joint issues might carry the F. The F mark is one of the several national mint identifiers used by euro-issuing nations. In general, when you see 2004 F1 cent, it means a 1 cent coin minted in 2004 under the French mint's mark. That gives it a special place in French euro coinage. Because so many Eurozone countries use the same copper-plated steel formula for 1 cent, the physical specs are almost identical, only the national design and mint identifiers differ. The French version is well circulated and generally not considered rare in typical circulated condition. Oh, understand rarity and value. We need to know how many of these coins exist and how heavily circulated they are. For the 1 cent coin in France in 2004, the number minted was large, intended to supply everyday coin usage, paying with small change, vending machines, public transit, etc. These coins circulate heavily, they pass through many hands, often get scratched, worn, or discarded as people prefer higher denominations. Because of this heavy usage, many coins suffer wear, corrosion, bending, or damage. Thus, although many exist, finding one in uncirculated or mint state condition is rarer. In most cases, many 1 cent coins from 2004 remain in everyday circulation, and their face value remains just 1 cent, not attractive as bullion or metal value. In summary, although mintages are large, surviving coins in excellent condition are fewer, which is where collectors may pay a bit extra. Given the large mintage and common usage, you might ask, is the 2004 F1 cent coin particularly rare? The short answer, not especially rare in average circulated condition. But in excellent condition or as part of sets, there may be collector interest and slight premiums. Coins that are uncirculated, pristine, with no scratches or toning proof, or special strike variants, coins with mint errors, beautiful patina, original luster. If one of your 2004 F1 cent coins is in virtually mint condition and certified by a grading service, it could command several times its face value, though still modest compared to rarer coins. Also note, some sellers on auction sites list 2004 F1 cent coins for $1 or similar, even though most are just face value. But those are for collector interest. Actual sale depends on buyer demand, coin grade, and shipping. That depends on condition, rarity, demand, and the specific mint mark and year. In typical circulated condition, a 2004 1 cent coin might sell for something like $0.03, or just marginally above face in some coin listings. In some cases, sellers list them for around $1.43, nicer examples, or more if the coin is uncirculated or special. But those higher prices reflect collector optimism or listing price, not necessarily what it sells for. Realized prices tend to cluster closer to modest premiums over face value unless the coin is exceptional. So, in normal use, it remains nearly worthless beyond its 1 cent face value. But for collectors, a pristine 2004 F1 cent may be more attractive. If you have many such coins, their metal value is negligible, not worth melting down. The true value comes from numismatic interest. Let me share a few real listing examples to give you a feel. 2004 France 1 cent F coin is listed for $1.43 as many sellers do. 2004 Germany 1 cent different mint, but similar market is also listed around $1.43 on Numista. The German 1 cent is shown in many years, with typical value in regular condition being minimal. The Ucoin site for France's 2004 1 cent shows worth around $0.03 in standard condition. These listings show that the premium is modest and highly dependent on condition, listing markup, shipping costs, buyer interest, and grading. If a coin is certified and in MS or PR condition, it might fetch more. But for standard circulated coins, don't expect huge profits. To maximize value or at least understand what you have, here are some tips on grading and condition. Look at the highest points for smoothing or flattening. Uncirculated coins retain mint luster. Circulated ones lose shine and develop micro scratches. How sharply the design is struck. Weak strikes lower value. Scratches, corrosion, spots, or cleaning will lower value significantly. Natural toning can be attractive. Harsh discoloration may reduce desirability. Slight doubling, off-center strikes, cracks are of special interest to error coin collectors. If you believe your coin is in excellent or mint condition, consider getting it graded by a reputable grading service. A certified coin can command more trust and better price. Also compare your coin with high-resolution catalogs or auction photos of known good examples. Before you go trying to sell or buy such coins, beware of overpriced listings. Many sellers list coins at inflated prices that rarely close. Shipping costs versus coin value. A coin worth a few dollars may be offset by high international shipping fees. Fakes or altered coins. Be wary of cleaned, replated, or counterfeit coins. Grading scams, misrepresentation. Always check the grading company, slab authenticity, photos, and reputation. Buying just for F Mint 2004. Condition matters more than the mint. letter alone. When buying, request good photos, magnify detail, ask about wear, and compare with other similar listings to understand realistic price ranges. Why focus on a 1-cent coin from 2004? Because numismatics is about stories, detail, and hidden value. This coin reflects the early years of the euro system, the minting practices and decisions of France, how a seemingly mundane coin participates in everyday economics, the challenge for collectors to spot condition differences, find rare examples, and build knowledge. Even small coins tell big stories. So if you find a 2004 1-cent coin in your pocket or jar, examine it carefully. It might look ordinary, but for the right collector, it holds a place in a broader narrative of European currency history. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and comment below. Do you own one of these coins? What mint mark do you have? Have you ever sold or bought one? I'll try to respond to your questions. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next coin exploration. The euro currency was launched in 2002 in physical form, and by 2004 the euro coins were well in circulation across many member countries. The 1 euro cent coin is the smallest denomination under the euro coin series and is made of copper-plated steel with identical specifications across most issuing countries. The design features a common side with the numeral 1 and the map of Europe with 12 stars, and a national side with country-specific motifs. The F mint mark on a 2004 1-cent coin indicates that it was struck by the French Mint, Monnaie de Paris. In 2004, many such coins were produced to meet demand for small change across France and euro circulation. Over time, the coins circulated heavily, acquiring wear, surface damage, scratches, and patina. Many remain in circulation, others have been lost, discarded, or mixed into collections. Because the 1-cent coin is low value, most holders pay little attention to it. As a result, coins are often handled roughly. Thus, while many exist, ones in nearly perfect, uncirculated condition are comparatively rare. Collectors focus on condition, mint state examples, and any mint errors. Even though this coin is common in everyday use, a high-grade specimen with beautiful preservation can command a premium over face value. In normal use, this coin is worth exactly 1 cent. 1 euro cent. The metal value steel plus copper plating is negligible and does not exceed intrinsic cost. In standard circulated condition, a 2004 France F 1-cent coin is usually worth just a few cents in a collector market, often $0 and 3 cents or slightly more in listings. Many online listings show the coin priced at $1 and 43 cents for nicer examples, though that is often a listing markup rather than realized sale price. If the coin is in uncirculated, mint state or graded certified condition, it may command a modest premium above those basic values. For example, German 1-cent coins different mint are often listed similarly on Numista. Typical values for KM 2007 1-cent are very low in ordinary condition. Special era coins or ultra-pristine specimens might sell to dedicated collectors for higher sums, though they remain rare in that category.